everybody, welcome back to my channel. For more content, like, subscribe, hit all those fancy little buttons. Welcome to my 2022 in the bag, or in the cart, I should say. As you can tell, I'm rolling the Ridge Roller R3. Fantastic cart. Have no issues with it. Absolutely love it. I'm sitting on this seat because I don't need to be sitting on that seat, so I can show you what's in here. Anyway, so let's get started. I throw all Discraft because that's what worked for me in the beginning. I did try other manufacturers when I started out, and this is what I've found that works for me for going on about 3 years now. So I got the R3, the roller, the Ridge Roller, little fridgy thing in the bottom, hold all my snacks. There's nothing in there right now. Got my fingernail clippers in here just in case I need to clip some plastic off some discs. Of course, my bag tag and my disc dot up here, thanks to Johnny McCrae, hooking it up. And thanks to my sponsors, Disc Dot, Wicked Aces, Lucky Disc Golf, and Disc Bite. I am really grateful that y'all have shown me such great support in the sport and given me the opportunity to represent you guys. So let's get started with what's in this bad boy. First off, I have a Jawbreaker Ringer GT that I don't forehand this disc at all. For forehands, it'll just dump over for me because I haven't learned to dial my forehand back yet. But for Anheuser like flex shots that are short, or if I have like a 300-foot hole that I can just like rip on this thing and know it's gonna hold straight and fade out and stick when it lands, I'm going for this. And in the also in the front, I'm testing out the Nuke OS, really fast 13-speed driver, really overstable. I use this for like flex forehand shots, flex backhand shots. If I have like a 30-mile-an-hour headwind, definitely reaching for this thing. These things are nice, like really nice, really board flat. I love it. In the back here, the back of the cart, I've got my Page Pierce Proto Passion at 169. This I use for like, it's starting to get a little flippy, but I use for more like dead straight fairway shots. If I need like a drive that goes 380 or a little over 400, I'll use this thing to just rip it dead straight down like a tight fairway. I've got a Z Nuke that is, you know, another 13-speed driver. These are my main go-to drivers. The Z Plastic's going to be a tad bit more overstable in the second half of the flight. So these are my go-tos for any type of situation, like long bomber, like long bomb shots. I love these things. And also back here, I've got another fairway. I believe these are 10-speed, the Avenger. I use these really in the woods mainly for like a straight shot that might flip up just a little bit and then have that consistent fade about 380-ish. Really love these things. These things are money. They fit really nice in my hand. Smaller, kind of a smaller rim for a 10-speed, but it's really sharp. So like I can really grip onto it. Love this thing. All right. Oh, and I guess we'll finish the back here. Got my Bushnell rangefinder up in the top pocket. Nuke patch right there, Brian Earhart patch down on the bottom, and of course you gotta have water on the course. Not sponsored by Core. Now we get to get in the inside of the cart. Let's see. Really nice magnet on these things, man. Just flip it up and bam, you're done. Got my towel in here. I've got my disc retriever, very nice to have. This thing saved me a ton of money. And I've got my mini in here. And then we'll start with my distance drivers and just work our way down. I carry 3 different nukes in the bag right now. Shout out to Albatross Dyes for helping me dye this bad boy. We kind of did a dye clinic at his house. So he showed me how to do it. This thing is decently overstable. I count on this in like mild headwinds. The Ezra Aderhold nuke. The Taurus series is more overstable than like say the ESP or like the, I don't know. Even that Z one that I have like doesn't hook up as fast as this one. Then I've got my middle stability nuke, the ESP plastic 174. Just slight hyzer bomb, let it flex, and just this thing pushes 480 to 500. This is my understable Big Z nuke if I need something to like flip up and turn over anhyzer but kind of flatten out as it's still going to the right. I'll use this one. But nukes are my go-to, like hands down. Nukes, baby, love them. All right, now I carry one Zeus in the bag. It's like a star plastic Zeus. It's a really soft ESP plastic. Really, this one's really overstable. It's only 172, but it's really overstable. I'll use it for just flat shots that I need to dump out, say about 350, 380, and go and skip just a little bit to the left. So I carry one of those. Let's see. I carry 2 Forces in the bag. I got a 5-time Z Force 172 that is a overstable skip machine. Like this thing, if I need it to go straight for 300 and dump and skip and whatever, I mean, I can count on this thing to cut left in a heartbeat. Then I have an ESP Force. Shout out to Albatross Dyes again for hooking it up. This is my straight to stable Force, and it even gets a little bit of flip sometimes. So I really like this thing. It's 175. Just a really good disc. Now moving on to fairways. Well, I guess 10 speed's technically not a fairway. Maybe, whatever. I guess this is a distance driver since it's a 10 speed, the Anax. I carry one of these. This is a 166 gram Anax. Again, this thing right here, it's more ESP plastic, real bendy. This thing goes left, like straight out of my hand, it starts diving out. So like, I want to say I'll get 250 feet out of it and it goes left and just starts to carry. So really overstable Anax, especially for a 166, really surprised me. And for a stable fairway, another 10 speed is the ESP Vulture. Love this thing for dead straight shots that like get a little bit of flip, but fade out like straight. It'll fade out, instead of cutting left, it'll actually fade and just skip straight to the basket. Really dig this thing. If the wind's up a little bit, I'll use this as my Undertaker, I guess you could say, because it kind of flies straight in some heavy winds. My two overstable fairways are my Raptors. I got a Crystal Raptor, 174 in the bag right now. This one's my most overstable in my bag right now. I've beat it in a little bit to where it kind of flips to flat, but then it goes left. Really like this one. Really consistent. I can count on it. And then my beat-in grenade disc, where I can throw up in the air, up over stuff, is my big Z Raptor. And I've beat this thing in so much with grenades that I can actually throw this one about 380, 400, because it'll stand up, flex, ride flat forever, and just fade out. So I'll use that in the wind too. And a little flip up forehand. Again, my favorite disc out of Discraft has got to be the Undertaker. I got a Missy Gannon Tour Series Z Undertaker right here. Shout out to Missy Gannon, thank you for signing it. I've got a ESP Undertaker I've beat in to where I can hyzer flip it, and it'll go right, but it'll come back. This one's more my straight shooter because I'm a natural hyzer, so it'll flip to flat and just ride. And then I said Discraft is the company that works for me, but really I do throw a mixed bag, but I've got another company in here. DGA Pipelines. Money. I love these discs. These are my hyzer flip to flat, like turn shot, but it'll fade back. This one's the one that does that. It's 172. It's got a slight more dome on it. This one's more flat. It's another 172, and I beat this one in a little bit more than that one. So this one's my hyzer flip to flat to ride right, and it'll just stay right. And this one is more of a Tour Series pipeline. Softer plastic, hyzer flip shot to ride right. If I need it to throw down a tight tunnel or carve a fairway, I'm definitely backhanding this. I don't forehand these. Really, really, really good discs. These are absolutely my favorite discs. I know I say that about a lot of discs, but that's why they're in my bag, is because I love them. Another fairway, the Heat, super flippy. The most flippiest thing in my bag. It's a 168 Heat, ESP. I'll use this for backhand rollers, hyzer flip to turnovers. Just super flippy disc. Really fun, kind of get out of jail free card disc, you know. Just that disc is really crazy, honestly. All right, let's move on to mid-ranges. I've got a big Z Buzz in the bag. This one is straight to overstable. I can really crunch on it, have it ride flat for, I'll say 350 to 360. Then it starts fading real hard. Really, really good disc. I like it. It's really solid. Then for my straight to understable mid, I carry a Meteor. Kind of a slow hyzer flip disc to straight, or I could shoot it flat and it'll ride to the right, about 380. Really good disc, really underrated disc. I personally like this disc a lot. Fits great in the hand. Just really solid, underrated disc, I think. Another underrated disc is the Soul. This thing found its way in my bag when I aced a hole with it. Not this one, but I hung the other one up. I'm beating this one in. It's really overstable for a sole right now, so it just flies straight for me, like dead straight. So this is something I can just kind of shape my shot, you know, at the beginning of my shot. Really like this disc. I can at least throw it 400. And let's see, I've carried the Crazy Tough Wasp in my bag. I've beat this one up a lot. It's this one's beat up to where I can kind of get it to flip up and just ride flat, or shoot it flat and have it turn over just a little bit. It's kind of like a good, I don't know, kind of like a good rock. I don't know, this thing is really good disc. I like it. For understable mid, I carry the Jawbreaker OG Buzz Glo Wasp, or not Wasp, I already said that, the Glo Buzzz. This one's a hyzer flip machine. I'll shoot it like on a hyzer and have it just flip up and just slowly go to the right. So I'll kind of use this for my short game that needs to be, you know, needs to carve a fairway or something. Really, really fun disc. And then everybody knows you have to have a zone in your bag for up shots, like flick up shots, stuff like that. I carry a Jawbreaker plastic zone, a Crystal Flex zone, and I like the Jawbreakers just because they seem to hit the ground and just stay. So that's what I use that one for. The Crystal Flex zone is a 2020 Ledgestone edition. This one will skip a little bit, but not too far. Then I've got a Swirly Glo Buzzz limited edition. Shout out to Albatross guys again for hooking it up with this. Really overstable zone. I can count on this one to skip. You know, if I need to skip right on a forehand or something, I'm definitely reaching for this. This thing's pretty skippy. Now, go on to the money makers here. I have recently switched putters from Luna's to the DGA Steady. It's got a bead on the bottom. I'm kind of a point and shoot guy, more of a spin putt than anything. I try not to spin so much because it gets me in trouble, but these stay and hold my line a lot better at the exact link in the basket that I'm aiming at. So I got two of those DGA Steadies. They're the D-line plastic, both 174. Really, really grippy, really straight, and they consistent fade right in the basket. Love them. Now for throwing putters, I do keep the Luna in my bag for that, because this one's beat up enough to where I can hyzer flip it to ride right to come back, or shoot it flat and just have it fade to the right. I've had this one in the bag for about a year. I've just been beating it up because I like to have a putter I can hyzer flip. Really good putter. And I also carry a more overstable version of a Luna in my bag, the Tour Series Paul McBeth Luna. Really just smash on this one on a slide hyzer and it flips to flat and just holds it forever. But if I smash it too hard, it's probably going to start turning over. It just depends on the amount of hyzer I put on it. Well guys, thank you for tuning in and checking out my in the bag video. If you want more content and everything, just like and subscribe to videos. I will be doing some giveaways here pretty soon and things like that. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you and have an awesome 2022.